So from the beginning, it really never was a question of whether or not we were going to save this tree. It's 105 years old. It was planted, we believe, in 1912, and from what we understand after talking with the granddaughter of Emil Grandjean, who was one of Idaho's first foresters, the tree is one of 4 that was sent here to Idaho, probably around the turn of the century, from John Muir, came by express from California. 2 of them were planted at the Grandjean home, and 2 of them were given to St. Luke's Hospital, and only one of those remains today.
It's cool. It's a pretty monumental moment. I mean, it's not every day that they move this massive tree.
We are huge fans of St. Luke's. Both children were born here. I used to work here in college down in the cafeteria and catering, and I loved it. I just always feel like it's such a huge part of Boise and Boise's history, and I just get a really pleasant feeling when I'm in this whole corner.
I'm David Cox. I'm with Environmental Design in the Western Region, Vice President for a large community. Just about 2 weeks ago, we started to install the structural bottom and recontain the root system. So we've got a structural bottom beneath the tree, which is what we actually use for lifting and for towing. So the tree actually is like a wedding cake sitting on a piece of cardboard. After we've got the structural bottom in, we essentially sew the pipe together with a steel beam, where we run chains interlooping around the pipe that we installed. And then after that, we'll install some steel plates beneath the pipe, and there on top of the steel plates and beneath the pipe, we lay our airbags, and we use the airbags as a lifting mechanism, but also as a transport mechanism. They're like long, giant hot dogs that are 40 foot long and 3.5 feet tall when they're inflated. But they'll inflate up, and when they start to inflate, they'll inflate almost like flat sausage, and then as you inflate them, they grow and lift the tree. It's our first tree of this height.
It's amazing that they're doing this work, and it's a service to the city of trees that kind of epitomizes Boise, epitomizes St. Luke's. What St. Luke's has done in healthcare is amazing. I think that tree wants to live, and I'm 100% sure it is going to live.
I remember it being lit up, and I used to travel this way to go to Boise State, and maybe when I worked here it was still being lit up. I don't remember when they stopped.
And we think it's phenomenal that St. Luke's thought enough of it to save it, because it's phenomenal.
Well, what brought me out was the fact that they're moving this huge Sequoia tree, and I just couldn't envision it actually moving down the street. So to see it, it's almost unreal. I've been out here probably for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and the whole process is just amazing to see that they take these sort of rubber tubes and put it underneath and just kind of roll it out on these tubes down the street. And it still doesn't make sense, but it works somehow. I'm sure it's as old as the Egyptians, so it's pretty amazing to see.